Hey guys, this is Diglett and this is going to be my Fallout 4 DLC speculation video. Now to start this video off, I would like to say that I have got a new microphone. It might be picking up things that you wouldn't necessarily have been picking up, for example my breathing, noises around me, my chair. You probably saw it then, it's a very creaky chair. Any noises around me coming from my house because I haven't actually adjusted my microphone properly yet. Now in the background of this video I'm probably just going to throw in the original Fallout trailers because I mean let's be honest here, who doesn't love watching the Fallout trailers? But we're going to start off with a big DLC rumour that I imagine a lot of people have actually covered in Fallout, YouTube, sorry. And that is underwater vaults in Fallout 4. Now from when the Fallout 4 map was first revealed, players have been speculating on why there is so much taken up by the North Atlantic Ocean. The obvious answer to this would technically be that the Boston is in the Atlantic, well, on the Atlantic, but the game, well, when it came out, players quickly started exploring the game surrounding Boston and found plenty of signs that we could see DLC set underwater. The ocean floor that has been designed with surprisingly high level of detail by Bethesda, well, sorry, I say it a different way, considering that what need will you have to ever go in an ocean except for when you're trying to be cool in your power armor. But anyway, it has lots of flora, pipelines, and maybe there could be an entrance to an underwater vault in there. This did raise a question why they had put so much design into the underwater or Fallout, but if they weren't planning to use it in the future, that is. Now there is a video on YouTube that you probably will be able to find, and I will link it in the description of this video so you can go and watch it for yourself, but they have found a sphere attached to an underwater pipeline that has some semi-covered writing on it. Now, I mean, obviously I would like to hear what you guys think about this in the description, but anyway, now to my personal sort of, what I would like to be in Fallout 4 as a DLC. Now me, I am a Fallout fan, I'm not a die-hard Fallout fan. It is my favourite game, but I haven't played since the first one. I started playing on 3. Yeah, okay, I started playing on the third one, but I have played the originals. They're okay. They're not my favourite type of games, but Fallout 3 was the game that really hit it off with me, and I did love it. The DLC was one good reason. It had 4 DLCs. Now, what were the names? It was the Anchorage, the Pit. What's the one with all the Hicks and it had Lonesome Road was Fallout New Vegas. That was also a very good DLC. Point Lookout was the one, and then there was a 4th DLC. 4th was there? Mothership Zeta. Now these were Mothership Zeta. We won't talk about that. It was a good DLC. But it wasn't an amazing DLC. But my favourite DLC out of the 4 I've just mentioned, excluding the New Vegas one, is Operation Anchorage. Purely because this took you from your post-apocalyptic wasteland setting and threw you straight into what is pre-war time, when the war was going on, pre-bombing, sorry, when the Chinese were fighting the Americans and the Brotherhood of Steel were sort of fresh and they were the army, and it's just an amazing DLC. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but I do recommend you playing it if you have got Fallout 3. Now the reason why I would like to see a Brotherhood of Steel DLC in the game, obviously I'm just going to assume here that people will have completed the game now, but Fallout 4's game is heavily based around the Brotherhood of Steel as one ending, you could say. I'm not trying to say anything, but it can be heavily featured around the Brotherhood of Steel. Now, not everybody took this choice. Some people went with the Institute, some people went with the Minutemen, I believe, some people went with the Railway. I believe there are just a fair few different options that you can actually choose, but in my opinion, I did go the Brotherhood of Steel, obviously. Hashtag Optimus Prime, Liberty Prime, not Optimus Prime, what am I saying? Liberty Prime, he is the bomb. I chose it instantly. The Brotherhood of Steel are my favourite faction, but I would like to see more of them, because all you really find about is the Brotherhood chapter in Boston, which obviously is set in Boston, but I feel like them taking it back pre-war time to see what the Brotherhood of Steel were like in Boston, because actually they weren't in there when you first started the game, and they come over, or to maybe follow Elder Maxon and where they were before they came to Boston, and follow the whole story of the Brotherhood of Steel before Boston came and the Institute, and their prime priority was to annihilate any synths, if you understand. I would also like to see DLC-wise something a lot like the Lonesome Road from Fallout New Vegas. This was a good DLC purely because it obviously increased the level cap, but it was a hard DLC. It was like the game, but it was sort of, I just can't describe it except for it was much harder than the actual game itself. Now, the reason why I like this was because it had just such a good story behind it, with Ulysses and him being an original courier and him speaking to you throughout the map as you make your way towards him, and no spoilers, but what happens at the end of the DLC. And it was just a very good DLC overall. Now, I do recommend you playing that as well, but I personally think the Brotherhood of Steel is the way to go DLC wise with Fallout 4, at least for the first one, because I bought the season pass and I probably will bring you the DLC, say, story line covered in Fallout's DLCs, I guess. But yeah, guys, I would like to know what you thought of this video. Obviously, I'm a bit nervous making this video, purely in the fact that it's the first video I've ever made that's like this, of me just speaking, and I'm not the best at it, but tell me what you guys think. Like, rate, comment, subscribe, and all of that sort of shit. And thank you, guys. This was Dominic Diglett, whatever. I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.